Hi there, this is Ken with Roguedeckbuilder.com here with another video from the Modern Premiere 4080 win. I've already explained about why these are replays in other videos, so just go back and watch those if you haven't watched those first. We'll just get right on the video. This is a keepable hand because we got this Spectral Procession on the pier. You never mulligan a hand with that in that combo in the deck. And I go ahead and throw out a Sarah's Ascendant first turn. And my opponent puts out a Sacred Foundry. That is definitely a good omen because usually this deck is very good against any sort of white-red strategy. So go ahead and just go with the Honor the Pure, of course, right? You could go Windbrace Heights and make the argument. No, you'd never want that. That's definitely when I play, of course, when I have that Plains in my hand to cast that Spectral Procession. So I've got an incredibly aggressive draw, getting it for 2 damage lifelink, up to 22, which is amazing versus a burn deck. Then I see a Wall of Almonds, which is fine. I'm thinking it's going to be a UWR control with Wall of Almonds. They bounce it. They try to put out Sun Titan as their win condition and bounce a lot of stuff. But this deck does not end up being that. But I already have go up to 24 because you're attacking that. But I already have 8 power on board. So I'll go ahead, Windbrace Heights here. And I can overextend, which I don't know if I decide to or not. He Lightning Bolts off Ascendant, that's fine, but he still takes 6, which, you know, that might not be the right play. He might actually need to take out a Spirit. And I decide since he did that, he probably doesn't have any sort of board wipe. And I'm able just to chuck out some more Spirits. And he loots and does not have anything to stop that. So again, that's a turn 4, or this would be a turn 5, because I would kill him on my turn 5. God draw here with the double Spectral Processions Honor the Pure. So yes, Soul Sisters is usually more of a mid-range deck, but as I showed in the past, there are a few God draws with the either Honor the Pures with multiple Spectral Processions in the hand, or the first turn Sarah's Ascendant into second turn Martyr, sack the Martyr, go up past 30 life, have a 6/6 flying lifelink on turn 2, or the turn 1 Soul's Attendant into turn 2 of Johnny's Pride, you have a 3/3 on board on turn 2. That is probably the 3 aggressive draws with Soul Sisters. And then you have the ability to fight the card advantage war and whatnot and come back from early Thought Seizes, early counter spells and whatnot, early board wipes, as a lot of your cards 2 for 1, 3 for 1, 4 for 1. Anyway, whoops, I didn't have the other match ready, so let's find the other one here. So here is the other one. So again, I'm on the draw this time again, as my opponent decides to go first, and I keep this hand since I am on the draw. And I'm thinking he's a Rest in Peace deck. I didn't get to see anything in his deck. Oh, I saw Faithless Lootings. So the Rest in Peace came in. That's what it was. So I decided to keep this as I think I have time versus his deck. Again, I have no clue what I'm up against. So Soul's Attendant. And then I do not draw my land, so I'll just get in there for 1. So looking a little bit bad here. But my opponent casts a Wall of Almonds. He's finding his lands, but I do find my land here. So I'm going to go ahead and Johnny's Pride Mate and get him up to a 3/3. And this way he's got a Lightning Bolt in immediately. Otherwise it's going to be out of hand, which he does, which is fine. There's a Lightning Bolt. Then I go ahead and cast an Arc Champion, which is going to be very hard to deal with. And he's going to Magma Jet a Soul Attendant. That's fine as well. I've got 2 burn spells out of the way. And again, no play on his part. So I go ahead and cast a second Arc Champion. And now he's got to definitely deal with these Arc Champions getting so much life. So he Path to Exile, that's kind of cool because it allows me to go get a land to put into play tapped. And I will cast an Honor the Pure that turn. So it's cool. This is a great hand because I have a Path to Exile for any shenanigans. And it won last game, so might as well try it this game, right? And I do have to worry about Pyroclasms, but he just Lightning Helixes 1 off. And so he's using a lot of these. I mean, that was basically a 3 for 1 there, as he has to Lightning Strike just 1 off. And I have 2 remaining here. So I'm gonna start the beatdown. Second Honor the Pure comes out. Lightning Helixes another Soul Warden. And I'm able to attack in. Again, he's just going to block here. Might as well attack. And he's down to a 17. And again, so it's a Village Bellringer. So now I know what this deck is. It's Splinter Twin with Village Bellringer and Restoration Angel as the so it's going to be Kiki Jiki, Village Bellringer, Restoration Angel, and all of those with Kiki Jiki, Village Bellringer or Restoration Angel goes off. With Splinter Twin, Village Bellringer can go off. So pretty good deck. It does not use blue. Some people, it's more budget friendly, I believe. I'm not sure. But the Wall of Almonds are really cool in this deck as well because you can actually go through your deck a lot easier. But then again, you do lose the advantage. I mean, you pick up Faithless Looting, but you lose the like Serum Visions strategy, Sleight of Hand, Serum Visions to try to go through your deck to find the Splinter Twin combo. So I don't know if it's sixes or not. I don't know which one's more powerful, but they're very similar decks. They try to do the exact same thing. So again, it's with the Splinter Twin. A lot of Splinter Twins just run like Kiki Jiki Pod is another Splinter Twin type deck. The Restoration Angel is another way that a lot of times is a lot more resilient. It's kind of the same theory as Pod. Splinter Twin's kind of more of an all-out strategy. You're trying to get your combo. Pod is a deck that has a lot of creatures that have value, and it's nice if you have the combo. If you have the combo, you win. So your ultimate goal in Pod is to try to get the combo, but if you can't, you are outclassing your opponent's cards with Voice Resurgence, with all of your stuff does stuff when it comes into play, and you eke out a lot of advantage that way. That's why Pod is so good versus the old Jund, is you can keep up the attrition war, and you don't have to have your combo. So the Thoughtseize and whatnot do not disrupt Pod too much. And I guess this is probably the same theory with the U-White, or sorry, Red-White Splinter Twin, is everything's getting advantage. Like the Wall of Almonds is giving you advantage. Village Bellringer, there might be something in here that combos off good with it, but you're getting card advantage off of these guys. And you have access to white, which is huge with Path to Exile. And Lightning Helixes to help you stabilize. So anyway, we'll get back to the game. I'll quit rambling. We'll go with the Sarah's Ascendant. And he's going to Restoration Angel, bounce his wall. So, I mean, he really is in a pickle here, especially since this puts me over 32 life, and I've got 2/8/8 flyers. And he cannot combo off with Kiki Jiki here, because every time Restoration Angel bounces, it's going to give me enough life. It's going to do 3 life because it bounces the Kiki Jiki and it puts in a token, which, yeah, so they have to deal with their Arc Champions. And here he goes down to a 1, so he's going all out to try to find it, and I Rest in Peace. Might as well throw a Rest in Peace. And he does have a Splinter Twin for a Wall of Almonds. And again, I decide not to get baited out for anything here with Path to Exile. I don't care about this. I'll save it for any sort of win con. And he doesn't find it. You know, so there you go. Splinter Twin on a Wall of Almonds is pretty nuts, as you get a card. You get a copy of Wall of Almonds each time. As, yeah. Anywho, pretty easy matchup. Again, it's very hard for them to deal with an Arc Champion. They have to deal with the Arc Champion before they combo off. Very easy matchup. Let's go on to the final. We've shown 3 of them so far. We'll go on to the finals. This is Kevin with Roguedeckbuilder.com. Thanks for watching.